tomorrow. But with us are the contestants, the Miss Teen Dominica contestants. Good morning to you, beautiful young ladies. And how are you feeling? What? That sounds nice. Say it again. Good morning, Good morning, beautiful young ladies. Wow, that sounds so nice. And how are you this morning? I'm doing okay. You may have to share this mic, so whenever you can just shift it a little. Uncle Ray is going to be coming soon, and he may have to share this mic with Miss Esprit. So you're going to introduce yourself. By the way, you are on the big station, so everyone is listening to you globally and also viewing you live on Q95 Facebook page. So what we're hoping, we're going to have a nice conversation. Don't feel like you are intimidated. Just feel like you're among your peers and you're having a wonderful, like you are practicing for the big show. Okay, so we're going to introduce you. You will introduce yourselves, and we'll start with Miss Esprit. You'll introduce yourself, and we go across to the Dominica Grammar School. Hold on, hold on a while. Yeah, go ahead now.
My name is Gabrielle Esprit. I am 14 years old. I am representing the Girl Guides Association of Dominica, and I am sponsored by Best Price, the home of the best products, the best people, and the best quality, and Fresh Market, where we embrace the fresh market lifestyle, eating fresh, living fresh, and always choosing the best. I attend the Convent High School, and my favorite subject is mathematics.
Wow, this is so good. What form are you?
I am in third form.
Oh, you are in third form, and how difficult and how challenging it is.
It it's very difficult, especially to juggle practice and school. But I've learned that if I focus and if I have a good schedule, that it would make everything much easier.
Okay,
Yes.
so excellent so far. And introduce yourself, Miss Isaiah.
A pleasant good morning. I am 14-year-old Kiana Jania Aaron. I represent the Isaiah Thomas Secondary and I am sponsored by the Republic Bank. Where the one for you. I am in Form 3 and my favorite subject is science.
Okay, well, you plan to be a scientist, a doctor,
A marine biologist.
marine biologist. So interesting. Why?
Because I love the ocean. You know?
Can you swim?
Yes, but I don't quit. I do. I can, but at the same time, I like confidence. So, like you said, I wouldn't go right out.
Okay. Okay, let's go to St. Martin Secondary School. Good morning to you.
Morning, listeners and viewers. My name is Corinne Hillier. I'm representing the St. Martin Secondary School. I am 15 years old, also in fourth form. Fun facts about me is I'm a natural born leader, and I also won the pie competition at our school. And yeah, I'm excited for the journey. And
Tell us about that competition you won at your school. What was it about?
the pie competition is where they have like the 3.5 numbers, and you have to go on. They would give you a short sheet with all the numbers, and you would try your best to memorize all, and there would be different competitors, and I won because I remember everything.
So you have very good memory.
Yes.
Absolutely. Let's go to the Dominica Grammar School. Good morning to you once again, and how are you?
Good morning, Mr. Wadix and the viewing and listening audience. Coming from the village of Watson Waven, I am 15-year-old Hannah Joseph, currently in fourth form of the greatest, the Dominica Grammar School. My favorite subject is physical education and sports.
Physical education and sports. Are you involved with any sporting disciplines?
I play all sports.
Wow.
Except for cricket and netball. I can play, but I'm just not on the team.
Okay, so we are now welcoming Uncle Ray, who is just making himself available. Uncle Ray, you can come and have a seat. Come and have a seat across by us. There, we are trying to facilitate everyone, so we will exchange mics with Miss Esprit. But we were just introducing ourselves. We are now making sure that one of the pillars in terms of our culture in Dominica, former Chief Cultural Officer Ray Lawrence, just joining us, is the promoter of this particular pageant. So yes, Dominica Grammar School, you were saying that you are a sporting fanatic. Tell us tell us the different sporting disciplines you take part in.
I take part in basketball,
Wow.
football, and I also do track and field
Oh, you do track and field, sprints or the long distance?
sprints.
Wow, so you're a sprinter. Have you won any competitions in
Yes,
terms
I
of
well
competitions at
for
the
like
school?
school meet, independence meet and stuff like that. I take
Housemates.
part.
Mhm. So you
Yes.
represent the
In
grammar
the Gram
school
Dominica Grammar School.
in the inter school competition. So you don't only represent your house at DGS, but you represent your school.
Yes,
Okay. Have you won any of those races at the inter school competition?
yes, I have under the categories of under 15. I think under 17 too, in the 100-meter sprint, also 200-meter sprint, and the 400-meter sprint.
How have Pia Lafo inspired you?
Knowing that she's a proud Dominican and she went out there, she chased her dreams, and she didn't hesitate. She trained, she practiced a lot, and I know it really is a lot for the body. So, yes.
Would you want one day to reach that particular level representing
I would
Dominica?
actually. That's so nice.
Apart from sports, what other activities, extracurricular activities you get to see got yourself involved in?
I dance.
Oh, you dance also. Part of Raymond's group or your school group?
School.
Can you dance the traditional dances, the jimping, the ballet, the court?
I can do ballet.
Ballet, okay. But you're more in tune to the
I can do
more.
anything, to be honest.
Wow, super talented. Tell us something about Wharton Weaver.
Somewhere with what's moving, in my opinion, best community. We have the best hot springs, volcanic fumaroles, healing mud pools. Example for Tikwe Show, Tears Bamboo Cottages, and also we have a restaurant, Le Petit Paoli Guest House and Restaurant for both locals and for the tourists.
Wow. Raymond, brilliant so far. Okay, with Saturday Mr. Spriggan, we'll get to Raymond in a while. In terms of any pageants, have you participated in any pageants before?
I participated in the Miss Noel pageant last year in December 2024, and I emerged a winner. That is why Mr. Raymond Lawrence asked me to participate in the Miss Teen competition.
Okay, excellent. What about you, Isaiah Thomas,
Yes,
secondary
I
school?
have. I have participated and won the Miss ITSS show at my school, and that is how I was chosen to represent them this year.
Okay, excellent. What about you, St. Martin Secondary?
For me, no, this is my first time experiencing and going up for a pageant and representing my school.
How it feels?
Feels good. Like I motivate others that next year they can participate as well and win.
Absolutely. How were you chosen for your school this year?
We had auditions where different students from different forms came and we had to do speech, question and answer, and talent. And then the teachers discussed to who is the best candidate, and I was chosen.
Okay, excellent. Congratulations in advance already. And truly, you are representing your school and representing magnificently.
Thank
Dominican Grammar School, tell us about, have you participated in any other pageants before?
I have not actually, but I really do look forward into this one and maybe more.
What really actually motivated you to take part in this competition?
Honestly speaking, it was myself because I was always viewed as that shy child. So I just thought that taking part in something I am not used to, it would be a way to build my self-esteem.
And how challenging has it been so far?
It's going great, as you can see by the way I talk.
Absolutely, and I mean, look at their faces, so beautiful. What about you? What actually motivated you, St. Martin Secondary School?
Well, as I've always wanted to participate in the Miss Teen Dominica pageant, and my friends, when they announced it in assembly, they was like, Karen, you should go up. Karen, you have the potential. They was always behind me. So then I convinced my mother to let me, and here I am. Going for the crown.
Absolutely, and you're going for the crown.
Of course.
I love it. What about you, Isaiah Thomas Secondary School?
So after I win the Miss ITSS show, I don't know, I just love something about pageantry after. So when they told me I had to represent this school in this year's pageant, I was like, for real? And I was so happy about it.
Mhm. Okay, and what about you, Miss Esprit?
As she said, I also used to be very shy, but going up for Miss Noel has taught me to be more confident in myself and has really helped me evolve as a person. So going up for Miss Teen was something that I looked forward to, because it's always something I knew I wanted to do, and I'm so happy that I've gotten the opportunity to do it.
What's your platform?
My platform is Seize the Moment, Your Time is Now, because I think it's important to always live in today, because tomorrow is never promised, and we need to, because especially as young people we get distracted by materialistic things, by social media, and sometimes by even unrealistic things we see other people doing. So I think it's important, and it's something very different, because it's something that's often overlooked, and we really need to focus on what is today, so that we can build success for ourselves in the future.
Excellent. I mean, this is so brilliant. I love your answers so far. So intelligent, Ray. We'll get to that in a while. What about you? Your platform? Tell us about your platform. It's Isaiah Secondary School.
My platform is Marine Preservation and Conservation, and this is my platform because, as stated, I would like to pursue the field of marine biology when I grow up. And I would like to become a marine biologist because, as I say, I love the ocean and I feel like we don't care for it enough. It's very vital for our survival, and we just have it there.
How important it is for, let's say, a place like Dominica to be aware of their marine environment?
It's very important because if you come on the night of the show, you will hear. But I think we don't take care of it enough. We have not much, but we have coral reefs and we have sperm whales here that I think we should care for. And even on certain parts, you can see it have turtles. All those things we should care for.
So a lot of what we do at our homes, and a lot of how we manage our garbage and the way we live our lives can affect the marine.
Yes, so it can.
So one of your part of your platform would be to educating the
Yes,
Dominican
it will.
public about how we should behave.
Yes, it will be. I will be educating everyone on our role and why we should care for ocean.
Brilliant. St. Martin Secondary School,
My
your
plat-
platform.
my platform is Unseen Splendor Radiance Within, which means not letting stereotypes limit your potential. Like sometimes as people, or I am a Kalinago, so we might be underestimated and seen as the underdog. And that we should never feel pushed aside. We should always reach for our goals.
Are you a Kalinago?
Yes,
From which part of the Kalinago territory?
Bataka.
Tell us something positive about the Kalinago people.
The Kalinago people, they are very vibrant people and they embrace their culture well.
Very, very important. And you have a new Kalinago chief who is a female. How important that is for you to motivate you?
It motivates me because she's a woman like me, and it shows that women in society can reach very far as long as we put our mind to it.
Do you think that outside of, let's say, the Kalinago territory, like me and Neg Mao, the other people in Dominica can respect the Kalinago people enough?
Well, okay, in my opinion, not as much, but it can improve over
Can
time.
improve
Yes,
over
it
time.
can.
Lovely. Dominica Grammar School, tell us about your platform.
My platform is entitled From Shadows to Safety and
From shadows to safety ending child abuse. Very, very important. Tell us about your platform and why you chose it.
I chose that platform because I aspire to be a social worker in the future, and I feel that that career would I feel it's important to me because I get to help young ladies or just like children in general to find better home spaces because they are being abused.
And this is a serious problem, not only in Dominica, but throughout the Caribbean and globally. And what sort of difference you would like to make with that platform?
The difference I would make is advocating. I would also encourage young ladies like myself to participate in the pageant and also sporting activities. And yeah.
But how are you using that particular platform, let's say with your friends, to educate them, to kind of prepare them? Because education those days is so important. And if you're ignorant of those facts, you can be taken advantage of. So, how are you motivating your peers to actually be observant and be ready for any of those, let's say, abuses that may come their way?
So, for example, your parents might send you out
Mhm.
and they give you a curfew for a reason because they know what may happen to you. So, they just want to be cautious and make sure they keep you safe.
Brilliant. So far, so good. Okay, Ray, we're going to lend your mic for a little while, Miss Esprit. And we're going to speak to Raymond Lawrence. Raymond,
Gabriel is taller than me now, right?
so look but Ray, I must say, despite the numbers, which four. I mean, we have had better numbers before,
Mhm.
but I think it's something special about that crew this year.
Yes. And in fact, Wadix is not the first time we've had four.
Okay.
2020, when the Orion Academy won, we had four contestants. And I was a little concerned about it. I said, boy, four, although we refer to them as the fabulous four, as we are doing this year. And Wadix, thank God, it turned out to be a major teen pageant, just like any of the other teen pageants. In fact, that year, I even think we got a bigger crowd than. But just to say that, and you heard them, well, they're wonderful girls, and they have wonderful teams, their teachers, their parents, their friends, their schools, and the Girl Guides, very supportive of the contestants. I like the way they carry themselves, their deportment, they're respectful children, very cooperative when it comes to the training. They listen and learn and try to apply what is being taught to them and try to do their best. And I like the relationship between the four of them. I find they're getting along very well. In fact, what exactly one of the advantages and benefits of a pageant like that is not just the competition part, is that you're making friends as well. And some of them could even be lifelong friends.
Because I heard at the OECS, I think Miss Dominica, Miss Daya mentioned the camaraderie among the contestants was so rich, and they actually forming lifetime memories and lifetime friendships. Bring us back. This is a
46 teen pageant.
46 years already. Ray, I mean, give us a history for those listening to us. By the way, we are here with the Miss Teen contestants, and they will be actually putting on a major show for you. Raymond will give us all the details about that show. But this edition, this year 2025, is the 46th anniversary of this pageant. Ray, let's go back to the inception and give us the journey. I mean, the history behind this pageant.
Yes, well, and even before we had started in 1978, Wadix, there was a junior queen that happened occasionally, but then maybe nobody took it up seriously. 1978 was when Whitey Kubuli decided we're going to try this teen pageant. Paula LaRock, the sister to Marcella LaRock, who went on to win Carnival Queen and all that. Paula was our first teen queen.
Yeah.
And in fact, interestingly, Wadix, when we started the teen pageant, it wasn't schools, it was any teenage girl who wanted to take part. So we had it wide open, pretty much like the Queen show, just wide open. Anybody who wants to take part, that's how we had it in the beginning. We did it like that, maybe for between 5 and 10 years. Then we decided, okay, let's sort of focus on the secondary schools and have the secondary schools. And that too has been working very, very well. And then this year we decided to open it up again, apart from the secondary schools, to have youth organizations, youth groups, and even, Girl Guides Association. And I think we're going to try to maintain that. We'll still have secondary schools, but still open it up to say a cultural group might want a girl to represent them.
Or a youth group.
A youth group might want a contestant there. So as long as they're within the age range, 13 to 17, all of them teenagers, and in any case at that age, all of them are going to school. It doesn't matter what youth group they're in. And we feel that it's an important show in the sense that it's not just the showmanship on stage, but here it is that you are developing a talent. Suppose you are dancing or singing, you have to kind of sharpen those skills for that pageant. Whatever you're doing, if you're playing an instrument, you have to make sure you rehearse, you practice. It brings out the talent in you. Also the creativity when they're designing their costume, whoever it is. You have all kinds of designers and builders, and so with the contestant and working with that, you have evening wear. Then the girls have to, think about their speeches, how they're going to deliver. They have to actually deliver the way they speak, the way they stand, answering questions, thinking on their feet, on stage in front of a crowd. So all of that helped, and they mention it themselves. It helped to build self-confidence, self-esteem, because in the future, Wadix, when they're working whichever companies they have, firms, they may reach a point where they might have to speak to, let's say, the staff, address about 30 people in their offices, and they've had some experience already in delivering speeches, answering questions. So all of these aspects of the show help with their future development, and of course with their educational development as well, and their artistic skills and talent.
How important is pageantry in the carnival product, in particular in Dominica? Because I ask that because we have been seeing some dwindling numbers in terms of participation, even on the national level. We just saw the OECS, and it wasn't as well attended as expected. How important is pageantry in our carnival product?
I think pageantry gives a sort of exciting and entertainment aspect to the carnival. I mean, you have the carnival bands, you have calypso, you have bouillon, you have different types of shows. But within the carnival, you have the pageants, you have princess show, you have teen, you have the queen show, then you have OECS. And it sort of lends, for those who like that kind of show, and there are a lot of people who love those shows, it gives them a level of excitement. They always want to be there. And I know, Wadix, for the teen pageant, we started at the St. Gerard's Hall, which is now the Catholic Cathedral Chapel. Nowhere close to the kind of crowd we get now for the teenage pageant. I mean, it was, compared to now, these were very small crowds. Now you have different sections. You have VIP, you have people sitting, you have all the grounds where people are standing and all of that.
And it's open air.
And it's open air. And then I think because it has that school element, a lot of the school children turn out, a lot of young people turn out, and then you'd be surprised a lot of adults as well turn out because some of them really love the Queen show. I can quote Pearl Christian. Pearl says to me, Raymond, Teen Pageant is one of my favorite shows. So, and these people are adults, and they're always there, always supporting. And it's a nice family. The thing about it too, I'm not thinking about the night shows, but you see the night shows, you cannot bring children. You cannot bring certain, some school children and so on. The parents wouldn't allow them out at that time. But with, let's say, Princess Show, teen pageant, you can bring the entire family with you. Children, school children, adults, everybody. So it's a nice family event where the whole family can come and attend. And that's another beautiful aspect to the teen pageant.
46 years, Ray, I guess you didn't have a show, I guess, during Erica, and you had shows during Maria?
Well,
After Maria, during
yeah,
COVID,
yes,
during COVID, when you didn't have a show?
I don't think we had a
you had a show during COVID?
The following year when COVID came, like
Okay.
maybe 2020.
But then 46 years, Ray, man. You have been able to sustain that. By the way, the Whitey Kubuli Dance Theatre Company are the presenters of this particular show for 46 years, Ray, headed towards 50. How have you been able to do it? How have you been able to do it? Because apart from that, you were the chief cultural officer for so many years. You're also the artistic director and leader of the Whitey Kubuli Dance Theatre Company.
Yes.
And to keep this at a level, because the level is just fantastic. How have you done it?
Yeah, well, first of all, I mean, I have to thank God, for life and strength and grace, the talents He's given us. I really thank God, because without Him, it would not have been possible. And to say too that, the membership of White Kubuli, we've had some members that have been with us for a very long time. For instance, Doral has been there now for 29 years. In White Kubuli, incidentally, turned 54 years in January last. So while Teen Pageant is 46, but the dance company itself is 54 years. So it's been going on for a very long time, and I have gone away to study sometimes, come back, and so the membership, has been very, very strong, very committed. People who have been diehard members, so to speak, of the group, and that has been a very important aspect of keeping the group together. Also, we've been able to travel, thank God again, to many, maybe around between 12 and 15 Caribbean countries to perform. So we've done a lot of shows around the Caribbean. And I think we've performed at every festival, I think, in Dominica, and then we performed at Carrie Festa. So we've had, I must say, we've been blessed again by
Have
God.
Whitey Kubuli been awarded nationally? I mean,
We got
Meritorious
yes,
service?
yeah, we did get a meritorious service award. And we got the Edward LeBlanc Trophy twice, I think, back to back. So we have been recognized for
nationally. Before we go back to the young ladies, tell us about the rounds, the various rounds of the competition carried for. What's the date again, Ray?
The date is the 23rd of February. It's a Sunday.
Sunday.
And it starts at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Children who want to stand, it's $20. Adults who want to stand, $30. And if you want to sit, there's no age group for sitting. As long as you want to sit, it's $50. And tickets, incidentally, are now available at Deepex and Bullseye as we speak. So if people want to go and purchase their tickets from now or from today, they can go ahead and do so. Also, the contestants will be appearing first. There's an opening number that's not judged. It's just as an introduction to the crowd that they can see and hear the girls do a short introduction. Then they come back with their speech. It's a promotional speech about themselves, their sponsors, and so on.
That is judged.
And that is judged, yes. And then right away they come back with their performing talent. Immediately after the speeches, they come with their performing talent. And then they come out in this spectacular creation. That's what we call it in the teen. Of course, everybody knows costume and so on. And then after that, you have the evening wear appearance. And then they come back one by one to answer just one question. So those are the rounds.
Would they be privy to a series of questions and then you may just choose one? Or?
Yes, we give them an idea. We don't give them the exact question. No,
the topics,
but we give
areas.
them right. We give them the areas where most likely the questions will be chosen or will be selected, so they have an idea. We don't just leave them like out in the woods. So they have an idea because there's so many topics you can deal with now in the world. So we kind of zero in and we focus and narrow in on what they would be asked. And it has worked well with them so far. Yes.
Okay, we get back to former Chief Cultural Officer Ray Lawrence. We'll open the lines sometime later. So those of you viewing us live on Facebook, you could see, marvelous, some real samples, real premium quality, beautiful young ladies from Dominica. What is it about three of you hairstyle? What's that hairstyle? Miss Esther, what's that hairstyle called?
It's just a high puff.
Oh, high puff. So three of you have high puff. Are you? How the friendship, the camaraderie has been among you?
Well, during this journey, I think to speak for all of us that we have gained a connection, and I think this can be a friendship that can last a lifetime, no matter who wins, because all of them are beautiful people and we get along very well.
You all assist each other, Miss Isaiah?
Yes, we do. Like when she had just came along and she had come after we started our first practice and we had a routine for
she
practicing.
came. No, not she had come.
She came. Sorry. And we just show her the routine, and then if certain things we struggle, like each other struggle with, like I couldn't send before, and somebody came, each one or
you assist each other
Yes.
in any field you feel that you may have a challenge. What about you?
Well,
Miss Kalinago.
I agree with them, like opening number, although all of us will enjoy it because but we try our best to keep on so that on the night of the show, even though it's a competition and one of us will emerge as a winner, but we all have a friendship and it will be a very exciting reward.
What about you, Dominica Grammar School?
I agree with all of them.
So they have one puff, you have a double puff. A Mickey Mouse. Familiar. If there's your son, a Mickey Mouse, yes, time. Oh, Minnie, wait, Papa. A Minnie Mouse. Sorry, a Minnie Mouse. Minnie Mouse, yes, sir. Okay, I'm not that familiar. I'm learning. Okay, but the camaraderie, I could feel it. I could feel a nice energy among you. And I think it only augurs well for the competition. How are preparations going on for you, Miss Dominica Grammar School?
I feel confident in my preparation. I've been practicing a lot. I can't wait until February 23rd to showcase my power.
Absolutely. Are you getting any support from, let's say, family members, your parents, and let's say school teachers or the school students from your school?
I get, I do.
Mm.
I get support from my parents, my siblings, my
Mhm.
chaperones, especially whole of Team Hannah. I'm forever grateful for their support. It really gives me the confidence to actually put myself out there and do better because I want to prove them. I want to show them that I can do good and also prove to myself at the end of the day that I can also.
Excellent. So, you, apart from the chaperone, you have your team of people around you, assisting you and helping you and boosting you, that sort of thing. What about you, Miss Kalinago? she's beautiful in a real, a kind of bata Kalinago. Yes. Okay.
Well, for me, preparation have been going good as
Mhm.
mentioned by Hannah. I have the curry crew for cake.
Hey, hey, Kareen Crew. I love that. Kareen Crew. Kareen Crew. Yes, tell us about that crew.
And team SMSS, my teachers, my chaperones in particular.
What's the name of your chaperone?
I have Miss Jamasha Mello.
Yeah, Master Creole from Creole land. From Creole land, so it must have some Creole in that.
Miss Lee and Miss Cornelius.
Okay, so
And my friend.
all that is part of the Kareen crew.
Yes, of course. And my friend.
Absolutely. What about you, Miss Isaiah?
My preparations are going well. I feel very confident with them. I have a lot of support. My family, especially on my mother's side, support me very well in large numbers. In school, I have a lot of support there too. Children that don't even like are my friends. They
Yeah,
support me as well. They
that's
came
good.
up to me. They talk to me. Yes. My chaperones provide a variety of support too in small numbers. They tell me they provide everything. They just need me to deliver.
What about you, Miss Esprit?
Well, especially as I am not going up for school, I think I have a large range of support. My school is still supporting me as well as the Girl Guides Association and my chaperone Julie Roselman, Auntie Pearl, my speech coach Auntie Alice, my walking coach Aniel Paquette, and my family, my mother, my sister, my grandmother. I am so thankful for all their support, and without them, I would never reach the point where I am. And my auntie Jessie, and I just want to thank everybody that's helping me because without them, I couldn't do it.
Absolutely. How are you all able to balance school, the schoolwork, getting your work together, getting your SBAs and whatever together, and your practice sessions for this pageant? How are you able to balance that?
Well, I have a schedule, and as I said before, I make sure to stay focused on my work and make sure I put my phone down so that I don't get distracted. And also, with again, my support to keep me in check, to make sure that I'm focusing, and all the help I have with my homework and with my practicing.
What about you?
I balance very well. I think food form is one of the hardest form. We don't do SBAs as yet, but I balance very well. I as the time is getting near, practices are getting later and later, but I don't want that to distract me from my schoolwork. As one of our working coaches said, there's a life after pageantry.
Of course. Lovely. Miss St. Martin School, Kalinago.
Well, I possess time management skills, so it's not that very hard for me because I have a schedule for school and I want to remain an A student always and also put my all into the pageantry so I know that when I go I have my best foot forward.
Brilliant, man. I'm really impressed by the level of the way they answer the question. So natural. Miss Dominic Grammar School, how are you be able to balance both schoolwork and getting prepared and practices?
As a fourth form student, it's in between for
Get
me.
close to the mic, right? Bring the mic close, yes.
As a fourth form student, it's in between for me. I mostly practice on weekends, so I try and get all my schoolwork done during the week and like during like after class. I try and do my homework and stuff like that. So like when I go home, I wouldn't really have to be stressing out myself about it.
But your schoolwork hasn't, any one of you hasn't dropped as a result of the pageant.
No.
No,
Never.
and something else, some teachers are very understanding because my
Yeah.
teachers actually give me time. They say, okay, I understand, Kiana, I can just give you a little extra time for that. I know you may be tired. and they're very understanding, and I appreciate that.
I from the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School. In terms of the wrongs, we just heard Uncle Ray told us or telling us about the various wrongs. Which wrong are you most excited about?
I'm
Let's go to
excited
Dominica
for
Grammar School first.
I'm excited for all the wrongs, but I think I'm really excited for this speech round.
The
Just
speech round.
talking about it.
Yeah.
Because you get to know about me and my sponsors. So I take that opportunity.
Have you did or done any interviews prior to going up, radio interviews that prior to going up for the Miss Teen pageant?
I have not.
Or is the Miss Teen
It's
pageant
my
is your
first-
first exposure
Yes, it
to
is.
radio interviewing? And you guys have been doing, I mean, very. And maybe the audience will tell us in a while. Which wrong are you looking forward to most, Miss St. Martin Secondary School?
Well, as Hannah mentioned, I look forward to all wrongs, but speech and
Wow.
evening wear because I like to look pretty, do my hair, edges, makeup done, heels on, clothes looking good, and speech because I'm a person I like to talk and express myself, so it will let them know about me.
Absolutely, this is brilliant stuff. Besides that, Thomas Secondary School.
I'm sorry. I don't even think I can answer because I look forward to each and every round. I'm so happy for the pageant. I can't wait for the day.
Super excited. What about you, Miss Esprit?
Well, I am most excited for the question and answer round
Wow.
because I enjoy having intelligent conversations, and I think that I'm very good at answering questions and I enjoy doing it.
This is, I mean, brilliant stuff from the young ladies. Are you any of you involved in any community work by chance, Miss Esprit?
Well, I am part of the Maho Girl Guides company, which is, I think that Girl Guides really helps to learn about leadership and teamwork and also to help you bring out your inner beauty. So it's not just about the outside, it's about the inside and the outside. And also I am a part of the Agape Club in my school, which is a club that helps you learn more about yourself spiritually.
Absolutely. So you reside in the Mao area.
Yes, I do.
Okay, absolutely. What about you, Miss Isaiah?
At my community, I'm only a part of the Colio Flag Wavers. And at school, I am in the girl power, the cadet ITSS unit cadet, the campus life, and the debate club, among some others. But those that are most active.
Absolutely. So you are from Kolio.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and our Kalinago friend.
Well, not youth groups in my community per se, but I am part of the Interact and 4-H Club because I am the Interact Sons at AMS and 4-H Club president, which makes us go out in different communities and do beach cleanups and also the Interact.
So we have Wharton Wiven. We also have Kalinago, Kolio, and Mao. Any groups, community groups involvement?
I'm not involved in any community groups, but I hold membership in the athletics club at my school, the environmental club, and the ballet dancers dance group.
Okay, the Bala.
Ballet dancers.
From where? From
Grammar school.
from grammar school. So all the groups are involved in that.
Yes,
Yeah, from the school. Okay, so we're going to give you now just a minute or two to talk about your community, where
Okay.
you're from, and tell us something positive about the various community. We started with grammar school.
We attract tourists
Yes.
and both locals too. As I said,
Yes. Oh, you gave us the whole speech about the
Yes,
Tick
I
Regular
did.
show. But you know, right now is the opportunity now to sell your community and also invite your entire community to come and support you.
I would ask each and everyone from my community, they all know me because it's a small community, to come to support me because I feel that it would really boost my self confidence because not many girls in my community actually have the confidence to take part in activities like these. So I think I'm the first girl in Wharton Waven that
First ever to go for a pageant.
in Wharton Waven,
Oh, in
but
Wharton
in
River.
Loda and
Okay.
them-
This is an interesting Ray. First participant to work for a pageant in Wharton River. I haven't heard any either. I haven't, and you would have, I mean, emceed most of the shows in the last 50 years, my Raymond. So that's it's a first, and you want to really make your mark.
I really do. I feel that they would be so proud of me because I would be going to the shop or just walking on the road and be like, make sure you bring back the crown ho, for us. Like,
So the community really behind you and
yes,
supporting
they
you.
really are.
You're also very strong in vegetables. What the Waven area. I mean, if you want good vegetables, they always boast you go to what Waven. Okay, so tell us about the Kalinago territory again. Let's start live. St. Martin Secondary School.
Well, the Kalnago territory, as I previously mentioned, is a very vibrant community. And also, it attracts tourists, as Hannah said, but in from different villages because of like the Barana Ote, which shows the different types of Kalnago things and the bracelets and the bags they make traditionally. And I would also like to invite all my Kalinago crew to come support me because you know already, your girl Corinne, we coming for the crown and bring that home.
Wow. I'll ask Ray when we reach the Ray, but you, Isaiah Thomas.
Well, Kolio is a coastal village. It's known for fishing. And as we are on the carnival season, something that Kolio is very known for, I think it's the only community doing that. It's known for bad mass, bad movie. And it's
Bad
most
movie.
active during the carnival season.
I think you also have a T-wave element, Ray, in Colio. I think so. Oh, Jubla. Okay, all right. Okay, so fishing community Colio. Let's go to Maho now. The city that never sleeps.
Maho is a very vibrant community known for their carnival, their costumes, their sensei, and of course our Buyola Pokawit and the Bells combo. It is so we are a community known a lot for our carnival because we love to have a good time.
Absolutely, and so prevalent, Ray. As Ray, just give Uncle Ray the mic a while because very important, Ray. We know Maho for having their own calypso shows, having their own carnival itself. One of the major villages in terms of village feast before. I mean, Bells Combo B plus Halibut and go. They have the Conch Shell Man who
Yeah,
actually
David
perform.
Benjamin.
Yeah, who
Yeah.
actually perform with Marshall
Montana.
Montana. These guys. But Ray support sponsorship for a show like this. I know it would have a string of people behind it. We are one of the very few organizations to attract sponsors, Ray.
Well, we have to thank God again, Wadik, for that. I just wanted to mention AC Shillingford is the headline sponsor for the show. And for instance, Dominica Grammar School is her maiden sponsor is Do It Center, Do It Best Quality Paints, and part sponsored by Secretly Dominican and Jojo Styles. St. Martin's School, the maiden sponsor is Happy, distributed by AC Shillingford and Company, and part sponsors Pure Neatness and Ethnic Beauty. Kiana Aaron, Isaiah Thomas Secondary, sponsored by Republic Bank. Gabriel Esprit of the Dominica Girl Guides Association. Main sponsors are Best Price and Fresh Market. And part sponsors High Swag Life Store, Black Island Girl, Deepex Color Lab, and Ashes Nail Salon. But we are very grateful to other sponsors. Where the Queen's Jewelry has been donating a beautiful crown for a number of years, and we're very, very grateful to them. The Dominica Lotteries Commission, Springfield Trading, the National Bank of Dominica, Domlec, Carlton Phillip and Company, the National Authorizing Office, NAO, Big Edge Financial Express, Argos Dominica Limited, PH Williams and Company Limited, Dragon Windows, Fine Foods Inc., Jays Limited, Francis Enterprises, Conrad McIntyre, and we mentioned Deepex Color Lab. They've been assisting us with our sashes. And Alliance Française, where we had the launch, we did the launch of the Alliance Française. But Wadix, you said it. So sometimes it's challenging to get sponsors. So when we do get them, and we have received, I must say, good support from, and the girls, all the girls are sponsored, for instance. We are very, very grateful to our sponsors.
What are some of the benefits, Ray, from a pageant like this? Because most times we see it's like a stepping stone to the major pageant. What are some of the benefits? Because you could actually see the brilliance, the excellence in those girls. But then they're going to be out in the society just now, college and then out in society. But that pageant would have laid a foundation for them. What are some of the benefits taking part in this pageant and beyond, and how it exposes their life?
Yes, well, there's that aspect of their own personal development, and it came from a number from them as they were speaking. I was hearing that A lot of them said that, it helps develop their self-esteem, their self-confidence. Some of them were shy, and here it is that they're now facing a public. They've been at the launch, they've spoken, in the public. They were on floats during the opening parade, waving to so many people. And then they're going to be at another show very soon now. And Radix, these interviews, look at, they are doing so very well on these radio interviews. A couple of them
I'm
said it's a
amazed.
personal.
I'm amazed.
Yes.
Brilliant.
So there's that personal level of development that is one of the benefits for sure. And then, of course, the areas, the speaking, they mentioned that as answering questions. The walking is another important aspect of it. Public speaking, we mentioned that, and facing a crowd and just delivering speeches. And so all of that helps to build that sort of self-confidence in the contestants, so that for the future, I know personally, when you go into the work, the work field, that you're going to be talking to a number of people, you're going to be marketing your company. So all of what they're learning now is going to Amwadix to help them with their future careers.
When you
That's
when
what
you
I
when you
think.
multiply 46 years by a minimum of five participants, you would have, endorsed and enrolled over, I mean, 200 of these young ladies from Dominica. Have any of them went to the major competition, which is the national pageant? Have any won the national pageant?
Yes, in fact, the reigning. Is she still? Yes, she's still
Yes, she's
reigning.
still reigning until
She hasn't given up yet.
until Queen Show.
Yeah, Kiana won the title of Miss Teen. In fact, last year's Queen Show, there were two Miss Teens
At the same competition.
at the same competition. One won and one got second runner up. And then you have people like Mara Walter and Leandra Landa, and there are a couple of others who actually won the title of Miss Dominica, and they were part of the teen pageant as well. So, and even that too is a benefit. Like, for instance, all of them may not necessarily go up for Miss Dominica, but then if they're thinking of it, then the teen pageant would be like a stepping stone to move on to another level, like the Miss Dominica, for instance.
Okay, let's get back to the ladies. When you come back, Ray, we will see how we can squeeze in some of the challenges. We talk about sponsorship, so we'll see how the challenges are, venue, practices, uh, how that is taking shape. Okay, so Miss Esprit, what are your hobbies? What you like?
Well, I love to discover new things. So I love to cook, I love to style hair, playing my musical instrument, designing spaces, and I also like to play sports.
Sports. What sports?
I used to be involved in netball, football. I participated in the last athletics meet, but it was my first time, so I'm not very good yet, but it's something I'm interested in. And also, I am part of Antiple's music studio, where I did recorder and flute, and I also would like to learn how to play the electrical guitar.
Wow.
Yes.
Who is your role model and why?
My role model is my mother.
Expected. Maxine Aline. Yes, and why?
Because there's a saying that says beauty is something from the inside, and she is somebody, in my opinion, that reflects that inside and out. She's very courageous, she's determined, she's intelligent, she's hardworking, and she's honestly taught me everything I know. And she is my number one supporter, even if she doesn't know a lot about these things.
Wow, Miss Isaiah Thomas, your hobbies?
My hobbies are dancing. I like arts and craft. I love to make things. They make me genuinely happy. I love to watch movies, and something that I have taken
What movies you like?
I I love old movies in a way. Not old, but old. Like I like rom-coms and sometimes action.
Action movies.
Yes. I also have taken a recent interest in writing poetry.
Wow. Have you written any poems?
Yes, I have. I have written two.
What topics?
The first one was about unrequited love, and then the second one was about like an idea of how to put it, like an idea of something that I would want. It don't exist, but how I would make
Something
something.
fictitious.
Yes.
Fictitious, exactly. Who is your role model and why?
I look up to a lot of people, but if I had to say, my role model would be my auntie, Sarana Laura. She serves as my role model because she's a very kind and honest young lady. She values her relationship with God. She's passionate and determined, and she's willing to work for things that she wants. And those characteristics are all things that I look forward to having in myself.
Brilliant. We now move across to the Kalinago princess, and she is from the St. Martin Secondary School. Tell us your hobbies first.
My hobbies are dancing. I like designing things like arts and craft and also combing my hair. And I also love to do volleyball.
Oh, volleyball.
Yes.
Who is your role model and why?
My role model is my mom because she
Wow.
works very hard and makes sure that everything she didn't have as a child, I have growing up. And that really has inspired me that when I grow up, I can be like her or even be a better version of her, even if I come like a mommy.
Wow. Excellent. Let's go to Dominica Grammar School. Well, you told us yes, you like sports. So everybody, sports would be like a hobby for you. And what are the other hobbies?
Sports, dancing, and also giving a helping hand when it's needed in any
Okay.
area possible.
Who is your role model and why?
My role model is my stepmother, Leslie
Okay.
Allen, because I see her as a beacon of strength and resilience. On the outside in public, she's very polite to others and she's very fun to be around. And in the home, she shows me how much of a loving mother she is to me and also her children, and how she took me in as her own daughter.
Wow, this is brilliant stuff. I really, 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 really have any one of you thought of possibly after this pageant to we're going to ask it directly now to answer Ray's question. Have any one of you thought of taking part? Let's after this pageant, the Miss Dominica pageant. Let's go with Dominica Grammar School first.
My journey so far, it's been amazing. I love experiencing the new stuff like the interviews, being around the other contestants, the sisterhood we have. It's really nice. So I really do look forward into participating in the Miss Dominica pageant.
Wow, so that is one tick already, right, for the future Miss Dominica. Kalinago, princess from the St. Martin Secondary School. Any plans for the Miss Dominica pageant sometime in the future?
Yes, it has been on my
Wow.
for quite a while. Especially, I have a teacher at my school who is currently going up for Miss Dominica, Miss Rufan Henderson, and she's inspiring me because I look up to her, and for sure, that is something I would like to take up for.
Absolutely. Miss Isaiah?
Yes, I have thought about. I would really love to participate in the Miss Dominica pageant when I get a little older, and I love the experience about pageantry. I love the determination, the effort. I love being in it, so I would actually like to take part in Miss Dominica.
What about you, Miss Esprey?
Well, after participating in the Miss Noel pageant and coming up to the Miss Teen Dominica pageant, I have discovered a love for pageantry, and it is something that I aspire to do because honestly, pageantry it teaches me a lot about different things that I am not used to, like, and it helps me to learn a lot about my culture, and it keeps me exposed to the world around us.
This is so brilliant. I'm going to ask you one a difficult one now. Uh, we'll start with Miss Esprit. What is your opinion of politics in Dominica?
Well, politics is normally looked at as parties, but I think politics is about policy. And I think that even if we are young still, that all of us need to know a little bit about what's going around us. Oh, but because it can affect our education, our opportunities and our healthcare. So I think that we should have positive conversations in school and at home, teaching us about how we can be better citizens to better our community, because that is important that we are in tune, and we're not just because when we grow older, that cannot be the first time we're hearing about politics. So we need to introduce it at a young age, but in a positive way.
Absolutely, I love that. Miss Isaiah Thomas, Secondary School.
I think that everybody should want to have to make a change in their community or their country. But as a young child who's unable to do anything in politics, I would prefer not really have an opinion on that.
Okay, no problem. What about you, Miss St. Martin Secondary School?
Politics is not something I follow intently, but as a leader at my school, as I serve as Forage Club President, Interaction Arms, House Captain, Class Vice Captain, and Dance Captain, I believe that the government's decision should be beneficial to all citizens.
Wow, so beautiful. Let's go to Dominica Grammar School. What's your opinion on politics in Dominica?
I find Dominica politics very interesting because
Take your
I
time.
also do I also do enjoy the discussions that happen during the election period,
Okay.
but I find that adults, or should I say just voters, they complain a lot, yet still there's no change.
So you think that
There
yeah, you can
can be
fix
a
yourself?
change in
Yeah,
the
okay, there
future.
can be a change. Okay, great. Okay, we can call if the chaperones are hearing us, they can come across Ray and just allow Uncle Ray to tell us some of the challenges that they are facing possibly and future goals. If it may be a competition, we may leave open for this age range, include schools and others, and then really home why everyone should be at the Winter Park Sports Stadium for Ray.
Yes. Well, the just the organizing of an event, and Radix, I know you have a lot of experience in organizing big events and so on, has its challenges. You know, all kinds of details of the show that you have to ensure. Up to this morning, I was trying to finalize the list of judges for the competition because we're trying to meet with them, you know, the week before the show and so on. So, and then you have to try to get the sponsors. You have to try to the contestants, just all the the stage, the city, prepare, organizing and how you're planning to stage and decorate the stage and prepare the stage and so on. So there's a lot of organization and planning and management that goes into a show, Wadik. So, but when you do get the sponsors, it makes it easier because getting sponsors again is another kind of challenge. But then when you do get the sponsors, they certainly make it easier for you because nowadays these shows are becoming more costly. So Wadix, again, I cannot overemphasize the fact that we're very, very grateful to our sponsors and to the contestants that decided to come forward to participate in the show. And yes, the show is going to be very, very exciting. Thank God the teen pageant and it has been one of the major shows I would say during Carnival. The turnout and attendance of people, Radix, has always been very encouraging. Up to last year, we got a very good crowd for the teen pageant. And I trust that Dominicans are going to come out again, and foreigners, visitors come out. Those who are coming out to support the contestants and those who just love the teen pageant and just want to be a part of the whole experience. We're inviting everybody to come out and celebrate. It's a very exciting show, very entertaining show. The guest artists are always very exciting in between the contestants and their performances. And the feedback we get is always very positive, Alex, that they really enjoy the show. And people say that the show starts on time. They say the show flows just one after the other. And they really like the teen pageant. So we're encouraging everybody to come out and to support.
Give us again
The
the
teen
information, the date, where they can get tickets.
Yeah, so the teen pageant is on Sunday, the 23rd of February at the forecourt of the stadium, starting at 5 o'clock. We try to start bang on time at 5. And tickets are children, like school children, $20, adults standing $30. And then if you want to sit, you pay $50. And tickets from today are now available at Deepex Color Lab and Bullseye Pharmacy. So if anybody's listening, you want to get your tickets in advance, you want to get it early, you want to avoid the rush of the gate for tickets, and especially sitting tickets. If you want to sit and get your tickets early, you can go to either Deepex or Bullseye Pharmacy and purchase your tickets. So we really would like to encourage everyone, the Dominica Grammar School students, St. Martin Secondary School students, Isaiah Thomas students, and Gabriel also attends the Convent High School students, and the Girl Guides Association, and plus all schools. It doesn't matter if they're not participating, all school children all over the island. Usually we appeal to all of them to come out and support because they're school children just like them, young people just like them. And again, families, as I mentioned earlier, adults, children, everybody can come out and support and enjoy. And Wadix, thanks to you. I know we're closing up in a while, but Creole Heartbeat has been very supportive of the show. And Wadix, you in particular. So, Wadix, on behalf of White Kubuli, we have to thank you as well for today's interview. Last week you had them on DBS. Next week we hope to have them on Kyrie FM. Because that in itself is a big promotion for them, for the show. And we're very, very grateful, Alex, for that.
Okay, we are going to give you, this time, so we're going to give you just a quick hi and hello and big up your fans and friends and invite them to the show. Miss Grammar School?
I would like to ask everyone to come to the show February 23rd, 2025 at the Stadium Forecourt, 5 p.m. because I assure you we have four fabulous contestants and I assure you that it will be a fabulous show.
Okay, and what number you'll be appearing at number?
Contestant number 1.
Dominica Grammar School, contestant number 1. Let's go to the Kalinago Princess St. Martin Secondary School.
I would like to invite everybody to come to the Stadium Forecourt at 5 p.m. at Carnival City to support me and your contestants for Dazzling Showcase, and I am your contestant number 2.
Okay, and let's go to the Isaiah Thomas Secondary School.
Contestant number 3, I am Kiana Jania Aaron representing the Isaiah Thomas. I would like to ask everybody to come and support us because on the night of the show, it will be a night of talent, elegance, and grace, and that's something you should all come to watch.
Wow, and
We will.
Miss Esprit?
I am contestant number 4, Gabrielle Esprit, and I hope to see everybody listening at the Miss Teen Dominica pageant because it will be a pageant of intelligence, creativity, and it will show all the hard work all of us have put in. And I assure you, by the beautiful lineup we have, you will not be disappointed. So I hope to see all of you there.
Just got a quick question, Ray, from somebody listening and viewing. Will it be streamed live?
And it will be streamed live, yes, on
What's the platform?
DBS Facebook page and also on the Kyrie Facebook page as well.
Okay.
Yes.
Once again, Ray, thank you very much for coming. This was another Creole Heartbeat program. I really want to thank you, ladies. I really want to thank you
very much.
I really want to thank you. And so on behalf of Q95 FM, Mr. Sheridan Gregoire and Creole Heartbeat, we really want to thank you for what you really displayed. A real hour of intelligence, beauty, and I'm very proud. And I feel much better knowing that you are examples. You're going to be role models for your various classmates and even schoolmates at the secondary schools. And I want to wish you all the best on that particular night and beyond. And I really want to compliment your mother or your stepmother and all of those who have been preparing you. Excellent job, young ladies. And the best of luck coming from Creole Heartbeat and Q95 FM. God bless you. Okay?
Thank you.
Apprecier ça yo ka fait ko yo a parmi nous jodi. La te mauvais valet bien non nous ka consiper mon épi.